Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Berlin, Germany, and welcome to Bash in Berlin. Yes, it is time for these two grand main events as here on Saturday. Tonight, we have Bash in Berlin, a lot of incredible matches ahead of us. And then tomorrow night, the women's only PLE Evolution. Let's go ahead and begin our opening match. Sami Zayn, LA Knights World Heavyweight Championship on the line, and it is Sami Zayn who's going to go ahead and attack LA Knight. Before he can even step inside of the ring, Sami Zayn must be fuming. I mean, you have an incredible match against Gunther. You do some incredible things, and you're able to come out on top and defend your championship against Gunther. And then out of nowhere, LA Knight decides to cash in, and you lose your title just like that. I believe Sami Zayn held the championship for only a week. And just like that, LA Knight ruined Sami Zayn's title reign. So here tonight, I understand the frustration as Sami Zayn has gone ahead and attacked LA Knight, now quickly looking for the pinfall. LA Knight quickly kicking out. So I do understand where Sami Zayn is coming from by attacking LA Knight. Is it, something that should be done? No. But I understand the frustration building up. Sami Zayn worked so hard in order to be able to become a world champion. And then for it to be taken away that easily. Hold on, though. LA Knight also worked quite hard. And here tonight, he may retain his championship. What is going on? What is going on? That could have been the 3 count. I mean, more than the 3 count. Sami Zayn was completely out cold. I'm not sure what a referee was doing there. I mean, there's no one here to, mess around with her, remove paddings off of the turnbuckle. A referee completely ghosted there, and that could have been the victory right there for LA Knight, but no. Our referee, I'm sorry that I had to be saying this about our officials, but she completely sold here, and this match will continue. And as I was saying, LA Knight also has worked very hard in order to earn this World Championship. So both gentlemen not only wanted this, they desperately needed this World Championship. Both have now been given the opportunity to be able to call themselves world champions, but Sami Zayn not happy by the fact his title reign only lasted a week, trying to end LA Knights now to a very short reign, as well as Sami Zayn may be able to put LA Knight away. Is this enough to become a 2-time world heavyweight champion? No, it is not. LA Knight able to go ahead and kick out. Oh, Sami Zayn throwing everything he's got at LA Knight, but still LA Knight able to kick out here. And LA Knight's first title defense as the new World Heavyweight Champion. Of course, Sami Zayn was able to put Jey Uso on the shelf for quite some time. We still don't know exactly how long he'll be gone, but he is out. Gunther, on the other hand, don't believe he'll be out for too long. I don't think we even mentioned the fact that he did have to take some time off, but it is nothing crazy compared to Jey Uso. We will be seeing Gunther within the following weeks, more likely than not, as Gunther's a tough guy. Sami Zayn right here doing some big damage onto LA Knight. He's charging up as Sami Zayn with a big clothesline, and another. Sami Zayn looking to finish this off. Huge missile drop kick. Sami Zayn is starting to feel things go in his favor. However, LA Knight still able to counter right here. Big boots by LA Knight as Sami Zayn has to go and roll outside of the ring. As now LA Knight may go to look to fly off of the top ropes. Huge double axe handle. LA Knight with some big damages. Now a big elbow. LA Knight absolutely stunning Sami Zayn. Now get him inside of the ring and pin him for the 3 count. LA Knight does throw Sami Zayn inside of the ring and now is going to look for the 3 count. Can he get the victory here? 1. Oh my gosh, a referee. 2. Oh, kick out at 2. That was almost it. A referee once again selling LA Knight. Oh, I don't know. There might be something tricky going on here. Maybe Sami Zayn has so much frustration that he even went to try to pay the ref. I hope not, but that was a very long time and very slow count as, Sami Zayn is looking for the ultimate finisher. The one that put Jey Uso away. The one that put Gunther away. But LA Knight is able to counter. LA Knight is able to go ahead and counter. Sure, Sami Zayn may have been able to put Jey Uso and Gunther away, but right now, he is not able to put LA Knight away, who now slams him down, looking for the pinfall. Is this enough? 1. A kick out at 1, but LA Knight is in control. There's a big stomp right there to the head of Sami Zayn. LA Knight on the middle rope. Big splash onto the body of Sami Zayn. Is now LA Knight trying to put an end to this match before Sami Zayn can get back into it. Big stunner by LA Knight. Is this enough to retain the championship? 1, 2, 3. Yes, it is. Sami Zayn not able to put LA Knight away. Instead, it is LA Knight who successfully defends his title for the very first time and still the World Heavyweight Champion. Congratulations to LA Knight. What a wonderful match and a wonderful show. That him beating Sami Zayn when he cashed in his Money in the Bank was not a fluke, as here tonight he's able to get it done yet again. And up next, we have some triple threat action. All of these guys have been beefing with each other, wanting to beat each other up. So, hoping that this will go ahead and be the end of this hate triangle, as we have been calling it. We have Carmelo Hayes, Aleister Black, and Kevin Owens. Triple threat match up next. Who will be able to come out on top? Of course, this all starts with Aleister Black joining WWE, attacking The Miz. So then The Miz and Carmelo Hayes both getting involved with Aleister. Absolutely embarrassing both of them, Aleister did. So Carmelo wasn't happy with that. Eventually, he leaves The Miz. They have their nice little send-off. And then he says, you know what, before I can truly move on, I gotta get a victory over Aleister. But at that time, it was Kevin Owens who hits a big, huge DDT onto Carmelo Hayes. It was Kevin Owens who was kind of feuding with Aleister Black. He was not happy by the fact that Carmelo wanted some of that too, as Kevin Owens wanted Aleister Black all to himself. So Kevin Owens simply said, yo, how about you just wait your turn and you can get Aleister. It looked like Carmelo Hayes was going to go ahead and do that, listening to the veteran saying, yeah, perfect, sounds good to me. Next thing you know, Carmelo Hayes is attacking Kevin Owens backstage. They then had a match. He beat him, which gave Carmelo Hayes the initiative of saying, all right, I'm ready for Aleister Black. But by then, Kevin Owens, Aleister Black, Carmelo Hayes, they were two engraved and two within each other, to the point where we had to go ahead and secure this triple threat match to put an end to all things with all of these guys. As Carmelo Hayes, Aleister Black, both outside of the ring. Carmelo Hayes is able to counter right here as he now looks to hit a big DDT onto Aleister Black. I mean, we already have lots of weapons inside of the rings, and Kevin Owens trying to bring more candlestick to the back of Carmelo Hayes, who's still able to counter right here. Big stunner. Big knees to the face of Kevin Owens. Is this enough to be able to win the match? Carmelo Hayes looking for the victory too. Aleister Black was there to go ahead and break the count, but nevertheless, I do believe Kevin Owens had kicked out right there. Carmelo Hayes not finished as he now looks to do a big finisher onto Aleister Black. Kevin Owens is there instantly in order to be able to break up the count, as now Carmelo Hayes has been able to learn from The Miz, now on his own journey to go and try to find himself some championship some glory here in the WWE as he did in NXT to win the match yet again. One. And once again, the pinfall is broken. Carmelo Hayes, of course, was a phenomenal star in NXT, multiple-time champion. So far here in the main roster, hasn't been able to find that same level of success. But he's hoping that by learning from The Miz and putting these guys behind, he is able to go ahead and do that big stunner. Kevin Owens may win the match. 1, 2. Aleister Black able to go ahead and break the count right there. And now big damage done by Aleister Black onto Kevin Owens. As Aleister picks up Carmelo Hayes, looking to do some damage onto him. However, Carmelo Hayes able to counter so far. Carmelo Hayes has definitely looked like the best superstar out of out of the total of these 3 guys. Carmelo Hayes has already gotten the most pinfalls. I do believe he has done the most damage, but I guess you could also say that he has taken a good amount. 2 big sledgehammer to the stomach of Carmelo Hayes. Aleister Black doing some enormous damage as he's now going to look to pin Kevin Owens. Is this enough to win the match? No. It's able to kick out and Carmelo Hayes was looking for the double axe handle, accidentally hits a ref while still making contact onto Aleister Black. Carmelo Hayes not worried. Of course, there are no disqualifications in a triple threat match, so whatever the gentlemen are able to do while the ref is not looking, it is almost the same as what they can do when the ref is looking. Fortunately, the ref is able to now get up Carmelo Hayes with some big shots to the body of Aleister Black with a sledgehammer. Looking to put an end to this match. Looking to come out on top. Big stunner. Is this enough to win the match? Can he get it done? 1, 2. Once again, it is Kevin Owens who breaks the count, and that is a thing of matches with more than one superstar against you. You put one guy away, you forgot about the other. You pin one guy, the other guy is already there. It is difficult to win this match because there's so many people to worry about. Yourself, the referee, and your 2 opponents. And it is a heck of a mess as Carmelo Hayes right there. Oh, big contact by Aleister Black onto Kevin Owens. And distracted by the attack on Kevin Owens. Allows Carmelo Hayes to get on the attack. And now, that is it. Carmelo Hayes has done it. He comes out on top out of this hate triangle. Finally being able to beat and pin Aleister Black here tonight. Finally able to put these 2 behind. And now Carmelo Hayes is headed towards the future. Congratulations to Carmelo Hayes with a big victory here for him tonight. And now it is time for some more championship action. In this match, we have the Intercontinental Championship on the line. Up first, the number 1 contender was able to win a gauntlet match where, surprisingly, many were not happy with the result. I mean, Logan Paul had, I believe, 6 eliminations coming out since entry number 1. And Karrion Kross came out later in the gauntlet and just kind of eliminated a very weak Logan Paul. As much as people don't like Logan Paul, they believed he had earned it by working so hard. He got beat up, was able to still kick out and go ahead and eliminate so many others. But at the end of the day, Karrion Kross was the winner, facing off against Penta for his Intercontinental Championship here right now. But a lot of fans pushing for Logan Paul to at least get an opportunity after all that hard work he did at the gauntlet. We know Penta's a very fighting champion, already giving opportunities to the likes of Trick Williams. Now Karrion Kross, he isn't a man about too many feuds and rivalries. Sure, at the beginning with Ludwig Kaiser and Dominic Mysterio he was, but he doesn't need these feuds and rivalries in order to defend his championship. Penta just wants to be a fighting champion as he looks to put Karrion Kross away here nice and early too. Almost gets it done. Ooh, a late kick out by Karrion Kross. Not sure that's a good sign for Karrion here tonight. But as I was saying, Penta wants to be a fighting champion, so I would not be surprised if he does allow Logan Paul to get an opportunity in the not-so-distant future. As right here, Scarlett distracting Penta, now allowing Karrion Kross for the roll-up. 1, 2. Now switcheroni. Penta's the one pinning Karrion. Kick out right there at 1. So, of course, we just saw it. So now we got to mention it. As great as Penta is, as much as he is the champion for a reason, Karrion Kross has that numbers advantage. So he has to go ahead and stay focused on Karrion Kross. Try not to focus too much on Scarlett. Because that could go ahead and cost him the match here tonight. But Penta, I've been talking about it, AAA superstars, luchadors, they have a different way of wrestling. He's been in Lucha Underground. He had matches against Chelsea Green back then and Io Sky. So I'm not saying he likes to hit women, but I'm saying he don't mind wrestling women for the sake of his job. How about that? So Scarlett, watch out as Scarlett does send a chair into the ring, and it looked like Penta was maybe going to use it right there. I mean, he would have gotten disqualified, but he would have still been champion. And the referee luckily interfered with that, as now Penta looking for the pinfall. Scarlett dragging the referee outside of the ring. Penta's not going to be happy with that. I wasn't sure how far that count would have been. But the point is, Scarlett getting involved once again. I'm surprised the referee isn't going to go ahead and eject her. As Scarlett continues to yap, and that may be it. Yes! Scarlett has been ejected from the match. Penta, no need to worry about Scarlett anymore. You only need to focus on Karrion Kross. And at the moment, Karrion Kross has been sloppy inside of the ring. I mean, we saw the first pinfall. He kicked out very late, too. Which, again, was scaring me a little bit to say, maybe Karrion Kross is not fully prepared for this match. Mexican Destroyer. Huge damage onto Karrion Kross, now looking for the final blow as Scarlett was just ejected. And maybe that's exactly what Penta needed in order to get the victory pinfall. 1, 2, 3, there it is. Penta is still your Intercontinental Champion. Karrion Kross didn't do much, and that's why the people want Logan Paul, because they do believe he had worked his butt off. And someone just simply joined later than him and took advantage of that. But for tonight, it is Penta who comes out on top and still your Intercontinental Champion. Up next, we have the World Tag Team Championships on the line. Introducing first the challengers, Shinsuke Nakamura, Eric Rowan. The Lost Souls are here. And tonight they have a huge opportunity. They were missing purpose here tonight. They may have a purpose if they are able to become World Tag Team Champions. However, their opponents are the current World Tag Team Champions, Fraxium, who have been on fire as a tag team. Came to Monday Night Raw, still undefeated as far as I can remember, has already defended their championship against the War Raiders, against the New Day, and both at the same time here tonight, looking to add another successful title defense against the Lost Souls of Eric Rowan, Shinsuke Nakamura. This is on X Match World Tag Team Championships on the line. Eric Rowan and Nathan Frazier gonna go ahead and begin this match for some tag team action, and we still have an incredible packed night to come, of course. As we were able to find out last night in our main event, it will be The Rock, Dwayne Johnson versus John Cena. The final boss will go ahead and put John Cena's soul on the line, while John Cena puts his WWE Championship on the line. And well, it is said that The Rock has inserted, or I guess the physical version of John Cena's soul is being represented by the People's Championship, which means not only will John Cena be free of The Rock and gain his soul back. But if he ends up winning, he will also become the people's champion. So that's to come in our main event. And we still have our ambulance match between Austin Theory, Grayson Waller. So we still got some things going on. And then, of course, tomorrow night, women's only PLE Evolution still to come. So make sure you guys continue watching. And make sure you guys tune in tomorrow night. As we got Shinsuke Nakamura, Nathan Frazier inside of the ring. Big kick right there by Shinsuke Nakamura. He's doing some big damage right here to Nathan Frazier. Still a very young tag team, Fraxium, and the fact they're already World Tag Team Champions shows a lot about their future and just how incredible they can become. Yes, you've had the Dudley Boys, you've had the Hardys, the New Day, the Usos. Oh, I do believe next up may be Fraxium. These guys have the potential to be the best tag team, certainly in my opinion, at least here within WWE, because obviously in the independents you can go ahead and win a lot more. I mean, let's go ahead and check the database. Most tag teams with the most tag team championship reigns. So I do believe it is the Dudley Boys here within WWE holding it 10 times. While the New Day as a whole... Oh, wait. Kofi Kingston has the most individually with 15. This is low-key. What? So as a true tag team, I do believe it is the Dudleys who have the most. Then the Hardys with 9. You have the Usos with, I think, 7 or 8. Let's see. Give me a second, guys. I know I'm a little distracted from the match right here. But Dudley Boys tag titles total. Obviously, they had their bits in TNA and other companies. Well, according to my resources here, with WWE, ECW, TNA, WCW, IWGP, they have a combined of 20 tag team championships. Apparently in WWE 10 reigns, ECW 8 reigns, TNA 2 reigns, WCW 1 reign. So I guess here for WWE it technically should be 19 championships. And you can go ahead and add. Well, I don't even know. You know, too many promotions. It makes everything all messy. Personally, we'll just say Dudley's top of the game, but I do believe Fraxium has the opportunity to go ahead and become that top team. But at the moment, it is Shinsuke Nakamura who is doing damage to Nathan Frazier and maybe looking to put an end to this title reign of Fraxium. A big opportunity here for Shinsuke Nakamura, flying off of the top rope with a huge elbow drop straight onto the head of Nathan Frazier. As now Nathan Frazier going to go ahead and be able to counter right here, sending Shinsuke Nakamura inside of the ring. An opportunity for Nathan Frazier here. Big right fist, big double kick, which I believe Shinsuke Nakamura was able to move out of the way right there and go ahead and dodge. Is now tag made Eric Rowan, now the legal superstar. Big damage done by Big Red Eric Rowan, the white sheep. Big damage right there onto the left leg of Nathan Frazier. Is now looking for the pinfall, but a kick out at 2. Eric Rowan now going to go ahead and look to make a tag to Shinsuke Nakamura. Lots of nice tagging right here by the Lost Souls, as they are just working beautifully here tonight. They truly do want to become World Tag Team Champions. Big stunner. Nathan Frazier maybe put away 1, 2. Oh, but a kick out at 2.9, I would say. Shinsuke Nakamura, I mean, a millisecond away from being able to call himself a World Tag Team Champion here at Bash of Berlin. But now it is Nathan Frazier who's going to go ahead and try to steal Shinsuke Nakamura's move. Big boots. May be able to put him away now. 1, 2. Oh, but a kick out at 2 from Shinsuke Nakamura. The match continues as big I don't even know what you call that move. Clothesline of sorts as Axiom. Ooh, sends Eric Rowan flying. Maybe Axiom is looking to go ahead and put an end to this match. Big clothesline and also a hit from Nathan Frazier onto Shinsuke Nakamura. His partner nowhere to be found. Oh no, there he is. Frog splash by Axiom. Shinsuke Nakamura was a millisecond from winning the match, and now he is brutally getting beaten. Shinsuke Nakamura still in this though. Big kicks onto Axiom. And now a big stunner right there. Big damage stun onto Axiom. As now he looks for the big boots and is able to go ahead and get it done. Axiom now going to go ahead and be sent straight into the turnbuckle. And Eric Rowan with a big fist right there. Shinsuke Nakamura taking advantage of this tag made onto Eric Rowan, who is charged up and ready. Big boot to Axiom as Eric Rowan wants to go ahead and put this match away. He wants to go and secure those World Tag Team Champions for the Lost Souls in this Wyatt 6 Wyatt family of sorts. Big slam by Eric Rowan, who is not yet finished. Big boots, multiple stomps onto the face of Axiom, who's still able to counter now. Tag made right there onto Nathan Frazier as Eric Rowan met with some big kicks and some big fists. Now going to go ahead and get pinned. One. Kick out at one by Eric Rowan as Nathan Frazier now. Eric Rowan. A huge choke slam, and this may be enough to put Nathan Frazier away. Axiom is there to save the day. What a huge choke slam. Almost putting away Axiom. But fortunately for Nathan Frazier, it was Axiom, his tag team partner, who was able to go ahead and break the count. Unfortunately, though, Nathan Frazier's still weak. And not only that, he is in his opponent's corner right here. So things looking tricky for Nathan Frazier, who is just taking a big amount of damage. And it seems as though he may be taking more. Shinsuke Nakamura sent into the steel steps. Damage done to Eric Rowan as now Nathan Frazier trying to shake off the pain potentially. Referee's count gets to 6. Double axe handle over the steel steps off the top ropes. Big damage done right there to Shinsuke Nakamura as the referee's count has also been reset. Nathan Frazier awaits inside of the ring as Shinsuke Nakamura stumbly, wobbly, not able to get into the ring just yet. Finally able to shake it off as the referee's count gets to 7. Gonna go ahead and 8. Shinsuke Nakamura trying to play mind games maybe right there. Big clothesline quickly by Nathan Frazier. Is now big splash. Maybe looking for the pinfall right there. Maybe not. As Shinsuke Nakamura able to counter and escape the hold of Nathan Frazier right there. Big boots. Another. Shinsuke Nakamura still in this match. Big kicks. Now looking for the suplex. Shinsuke Nakamura with some enormous damage onto Nathan Frazier. As Eric Rowan looking to fly. Big damage done. I did not know he can fly like that. But he makes contact with Nathan Frazier and gets the job done as Axiom going to go ahead and try to attack Shinsuke Nakamura. He sees his partner isn't looking to tag right now. Too many tags being made in between Eric Rowan and Shinsuke Nakamura. So smartly Axiom trying to interrupt that. But the only bad thing is if his partner ever needs him, he's not going to be there because he's going to be too busy fighting Shinsuke Nakamura. And by the looks of it, with Eric Rowan being on the attack, it looks like Nathan Frazier does really need his tag team partner. My apologies. As Eric Rowan with a big, huge choke slam to become the new World Tag Team Champions. There it is. The Lost Souls have done it. They have beaten Axiom, and they are your new World Tag Team Champions. Eric Rowan, Shinsuke Nakamura have brought in gold to the Wyatt family. the Wyatt Six have the World Tag Team Championships in their hands. Congratulations to the Lost Souls as breaking news. Oh my days. Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed attacking Roman Reigns ahead of his match against Seth freaking Rollins. This is currently happening right now backstage. Big damage being done by both of the Brawns onto the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. Going ahead and weakening him right before his big match against Seth Rollins, in which he was looking to get some revenge for all those years of pain, for all those years of betrayal, and especially for this previous WrestleMania. But things, well, with Seth Rollins, with the re-evolution, with Braun Breaker, with Bronson Reed and Paul Heyman, they don't work the way you want. They work in cheating ways. Is right there, going ahead and tearing down the body of Roman Reigns right before his match, making sure that Seth Rollins has an advantage from the start. We'll see what ends up happening with that. As up first, before all those matches, we have our ambulance match. There are no pinfall submissions, disqualifications, or countouts. The only way to win is for a superstar to force their opponents into the ambulance by any means necessary. Closing both doors, the remaining superstar will be declared the winner. That is it. Ambulance match. Only the 7th time, I believe, in WWE history that we have an ambulance match. One of the most famous ones was Triple H versus Shawn Michaels. Friends and enemies, and a lot of resemblance here with Austin Theory and Grayson Waller from a tag team and being friends, being buddies, to now bitter rivals. As we go ahead and begin this ambulance match, first time that I commentate an ambulance match. As I just previously said, it's not something we see too often, but when you do see it, it is spectacular. As right there, Grayson Waller maybe trying to get a little too cocky, takes some big hits from Austin Theory with metal bats, I believe that was. As Austin Theory trying to go ahead and start things off strong. Of course, the loser of this match must leave Raw, joining either NXT, SmackDown. The whole point is leave Monday Night Raw, and I do believe that Grayson Waller is at a disadvantage. We know that Austin Theory has been getting mentorship and training from Randy Orton. The last time Randy Orton's music got involved, it wasn't Randy Orton himself, but my point is, here tonight, with no disqualifications, Randy Orton, if he is about that in creating a sort of mini group with Austin Theory, could go ahead and come out here and, push things into Austin Theory's favor and make it a handicap ambulance match, right? That could go ahead and happen. Well, maybe that's a reaches. As far as I know, it is just a mentorship with its training. And last time, it was Austin Theory who just set up the music, trying to make it a bigger deal than it really was. But hey, who knows? As Grayson Waller right here is getting countered and maybe sent into the ambulance. The doors are open. He gets inside, and now Austin Theory wants to go ahead and put an end to this match. Oh, but it's Grayson Waller who is trying to fight back, trying to make sure that he is not put away just yet. Austin Theory, Grayson Waller using all their strength in order to be able to either close or hold the door open, and it is Grayson Waller who is able to go ahead and keep that door open. Beautifully done by Grayson Waller right there. However, it is back to Austin Theory being on the attack. Big stunner right there by Austin Theory onto Grayson Waller. As a reminder, still to come tonight, we saw earlier Roman Reigns will go ahead and face Seth freaking Rollins. As Roman Reigns, CM Punk were able to defeat the Brawns in a tag team match, securing either of those gentlemen a match against Seth Rollins. where Roman Reigns went ahead and picked his here tonight. Bash at Berlin. Still to hear from CM Punk to see when he does it. Austin Theory trying to put Grayson Waller away yet again. Grayson Waller able to shut one door. This may be the end of the match as Grayson Waller is fighting on, but Austin Theory already has one door closed. This may be enough in order to win this ambulance match. Can Austin Theory do it? And oh no, he cannot. It's Grayson Waller able to bust both doors open, and this match continues. And as I was saying, still to come also again in our main event, it is the final boss versus John Cena. John Cena, Soul and the People's Championship versus the WWE Championship, all on the line where the winner takes all. That to come in the main event, and then of course, this night has already been so fun. Now think about what tomorrow night can be, the women's only PLE Evolution, where we will have both the TNA Knockouts Championship and the NXT Women's Championship on the line. And the winner takes all match, Masha Slamovich versus Jordan Grace. And then we have, let's see, Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyrie, Women's Intercontinental Championship. We have the Judgment Day versus the Bella Twins for the Women's Tag Team Championships. We have Julia versus Dakota Kai for the Women's United States Championship. We have AJ Lee, that's right, returning AJ Lee versus Alexa Bliss for the Women's World Championship. And then we have Naomi versus Bianca Belair for the Women's WWE Championship. That all to come tomorrow night at the Women's Only PLE Evolution. So make sure you guys tune in, because if this night has been great, tomorrow night we'll go ahead and follow Women's Only PLE Evolution tomorrow night, 5 p.m. Pacific. As right here, Grayson Waller, big stunner onto Austin Theory. However, he is quite far, almost as far as you can get within this arena from the ambulance. Sure, you can go into the audience, but I meant, within the designated wrestling area. As Austin Theory still able to get up and inside of the ring. Grayson Waller going to go inside of the ring as well with the steel chair, quickly met by the metal bat. Not very smart to go in. Well, you guys saw exactly what happened. Should have tried to find a sneaky way in to the point where you would have beaten attack right away, but that's exactly what Austin Theory is doing. Big damage onto Grayson Waller right here. Tired of the metal bat, now onto the chair. Big damages. Grayson Waller is able to counter, trying to look for a kick right here. However, Austin Theory nodding his head no, instead countering. Austin Theory continues to be in control right now as Grayson Waller slowly getting up, trying to find a way back into this match. However, it is Grayson Waller who sends, it is Austin Theory who sends Grayson Waller over the top ropes. Big splash onto the body of Grayson Waller, and now Austin Theory wants a look to go ahead and put an end to this match. Big kicks, big stomps, and Austin Theory climbing the top of the ambulance. Don't tell me he's gonna think about jumping off, and he does a big splash off of the top of the ambulance and making huge contact onto the body of Grayson Waller, as now Austin Theory wants to put an end to this match, looking to put a finisher. Big damage to Grayson Waller. Austin Theory not finished, as he wants to head and do more damage onto Grayson Waller. And not done yet. He wants to make sure there is no chance that Grayson Waller escapes this ambulance in order to win the match. Two big stunners. Now, one last final nail in the coffin. Austin Theory is able to make contact, and now there is no way that Grayson Waller is going to have enough energy in order to be able to prevent Austin Theory from closing the doors on him. He is now sent into the ambulance. Austin Theory having to still use a little bit of force against Grayson Waller, but it may be it. That may be enough. Grayson Waller is fighting back, but Austin Theory has shut the door. And it's Austin Theory has won the ambulance match. He has put Grayson Waller away. And now Grayson Waller must find a new home, leaving Monday Night Raw. Congratulations to Austin Theory, who comes out on top. And now it is time for the co-main event of the night. We have the original Tribal Chief against Seth freaking Rollins. Of course, we did see Roman Reigns get absolutely beat up by both Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, which scares me a little bit. Of course, as great as the Tribal Chief is, as much as he has so much resiliency, he took a big beating from two big, strong guys. And not only that, I wouldn't be surprised if they're also here in the corner of Seth Rollins' side, which means they will more likely than not continue to get involved with the matches. So it is going to be a very difficult match for Roman Reigns, of course lacking that numbers advantage. But don't ever underestimate the OTC. Roman Reigns is here. He goes ahead and heads into the ring. Seth freaking Rollins going to be his opponent. And if it wasn't enough by attacking him backstage, it is now Seth Rollins who attacks him during his entrance. Before he can even go ahead and get inside of the ring, Seth Rollins wants to go ahead and fully break down Roman Reigns, as Roman is able to find a little bit of fight back in right there, but already beat up by Bronson and Braun Breaker. And now Seth Rollins attacking him. Before the match even begins, Paul Heyman watches, maybe trying to be a distraction to Roman Reigns. Is right here. Seth Rollins able to counter. This match still has not begun, but Roman Reigns has already taken quite a big amount of damage. Seth Rollins going to look to continue to use this kendo stick onto the body of Roman Reigns. And the damage continues to be done. Seth Rollins, big hits onto Roman Reigns, continues to knock down Roman Reigns. The kendo stick has been broken on top of Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins celebrates as the fans, some booing, some cheering. Big drop missile kick as Seth Rollins does not seem to be finished as he grabs yet another kendo stick. Unfortunately for him, Roman Reigns smartly gets inside of the ring. If Seth Rollins uses that weapon inside of the ring, or at least when the match starts, he will be disqualified and lose the match. And now the match has officially begun, and now Roman Reigns quickly taking advantage of that little bit of time that Seth Rollins was vulnerable while getting inside of the ring to get on the attack. However, quickly counted pedigree. This may be enough to put the OTC away. One. That was a very slow count. Oh, my lady. Is this the same one that was counting for the opening match? Sami Zayn and LA Knight. We gotta fire this lady. I'm sorry. I hate, talking bad about our officials, but damn, that was a slow count. That would have at least been a 2. Nevertheless, Roman Reigns has already taken a lot of damage. He's gonna take more big stomp by Seth Rollins as he looks for the pinfall. 1, 2. Again, a very slow count from the referee. Kick out at 2 by Roman Reigns. It's right here, Roman able to go ahead and counter, trying to get on the attack. A diamond cutter right there. As Roman Reigns now going to look for a pinfall of his own. I do believe he's going to need a lot more than that to be able to put Seth Rollins away. I mean, Seth Rollins has taken little to no damage. It's right here. He does take some big slam down. Roman Reigns now trying to do some damage onto the left arm of Seth Rollins. Big stomps, and Paul Heyman trying to get involved. I do believe he's removing the padding off of the turnbuckle, and he does, as now Seth Rollins able to counter referee. Fortunately for us, while she does suck at counting, does see that unpadded turnbuckle almost right away and goes ahead and fixes it right there. Roman Reigns was almost able to prevent an attack from Seth Rollins, but forgot about the other leg. as this allows Seth Rollins to continue to get on the attack. As now Seth Rollins going to look to fly huge double X handle off of the top rope. And now Roman Reigns is slowly but surely getting up quickly, sent straight into the pole. Big damage being done by Seth Rollins onto Roman Reigns as Seth Rollins celebrates. But we know the truth. We know Roman Reigns was attacked backstage by Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. We know he was attacked before the match could even start. So this whole time Roman Reigns has already been fighting at a huge disadvantage, and still he may win it with a huge spear. Is this enough to put Seth Rollins away? Now you count fast. Sorry, I just had to mention it, and now the pinfall is quite fast. And either way, Seth Rollins able to kick out. And now Paul Heyman able to act as a distraction. Roman Reigns still able to counter right there quickly, though. It is Seth Rollins who counters as well. And now, just like that, we have some back and forth action. Former Shield brothers, long-time enemies, and here tonight, wanting to get a victory over one another. Yet again, Roman Reigns, as we've been saying, has been at huge disadvantages here tonight. Roman Reigns been fighting Seth Rollins to get the next punch, and oh, that costs him. As now, Seth Rollins looking for the stomp, able to get another stomp. Is this enough to go ahead and beat Roman Reigns? Well, I don't think Seth Rollins believes so, as he's going to look to fly off of the top ropes. Looking to do some big damage with a nice little crossbody right there. Roman Reigns now being picked up as Seth Rollins continues to look for the attack. Looking for another pedigree here. Able to connect. Seth Rollins looking for one last stomp in order to put the OTC away. And he connects. I don't believe the OTC has enough to kick out of this. 1, 2, 3, there it is. Sure, it's by cheating, by attacking him when he's vulnerable, but at the end of the day, when you look back at this and say who won, well, it is gonna be Seth freaking Rollins. The re-evolution back to winning ways is here tonight, able to get a big victory over Roman Reigns. And I'm sure CM Punk is watching and questioning, do you even want the match against Seth Rollins? Because you know damn well they're going to use everything they have in order to try and get that victory. So we'll be hearing from CM Punk hopefully soon in order to hear when he decides to call out his matches. Now it is time for the main event of the night. Introducing first from Massachusetts, weighing in at 200 and something pounds. He is the undisputed WWE Champion, the Never Seen 17, John Cena. And his opponent, carrying John Cena's soul, he is the People's Champion, weighing in at 200 and something pounds. The final boss, The Rock, is here. And look at this, guys. Some immense aura from him. But here tonight, I do believe all the fans, and as much as I can't be biased, I do say we are all cheering for John so that he may be able to recover his soul, so that he may be able to go back to his old ways. But it's time for the main event of the evening. Let's do this. WWE Undisputed Championship on the line. The People's Championship and John Cena's soul on the line. Winner takes all. Of course, The Rock, this People's Champion, I mean, it's not like a real title, if that makes sense. It's more as like a physical, as far as I know. It's just a physical showment of the fact of his connection from or with the fans. So as far as I know, it's from something to do with Muhammad Ali and his wife. They had, I honestly don't even know, but it's basically like an award. It's not a real championship which is defended and all of that as far as I know, but People's Champion ever been defended? I don't think it has. Yeah, okay, so I guess it's just due to, it's an award for status, fan adoration, or whatever you call it. So, first time it is here, put on the line, but the main event has begun. It is the final boss versus John Cena, as John Cena searches to gain his soul back. And I guess he'll become the new People's Champion. As The Rock, the final boss here tonight. I'm not sure if he's going to come in with any surprises. Of course, part of the great bloodline did just see Roman Reigns take a loss, but wouldn't be surprised if Roman Reigns, the Usos, heck, even though Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa don't get involved when the final boss calls, he could unite all of the family together like that. I mean, you could have the Usos, maybe even Sami Zayn, probably even maybe bring back Paul Heyman. You could have Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, the Tongas, heck, even though he's not part of the family, you want some more meat, brother? JC Mateo. I mean, he could go ahead and bring as much people as he needs if he truly wanted to, but I'm not sure if the final boss is going to want to go ahead and pull out any surprises, because I wouldn't be also surprised if John Cena has some backup. I mean, as much as he has been a heel for the last couple of months, he has seemed to return. So Cody Rhodes, if he truly believes it, I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to help get rid of The Rock and the final boss away from WWE and away from John Cena. The Undertaker could surely make yet another return, as he did at WrestleMania 40. I mean, a lot more in which John Cena could definitely go ahead and receive help. A lot of current wrestlers as well. So I don't think either of them will want to pull any surprises at the moment. It is the final boss in control. Referee's count gets to 5. Final boss not happy with that. He wants to go ahead and defeat and just destroy John Cena to the point where he can go ahead and pin him. As John Cena right here is able to counter. Now big clothesline onto the final boss, who is able to counter right there. John Cena able to move out of the way once again, stomping and smacking The Rock. The final boss just being smacked. Of course, he's not going to be happy about that, returning the favor. And now we have some back and forth action. Who will be able to come out on top of this back and forth action and of this huge main event here tonight? Bash in Berlin. Do not forget tomorrow night, Women's Only PLE Evolution. Make sure you guys tune in, as John Cena and The Rock going back and forth. Added to it is John Cena, who is able to come out on top now, looking for the pinfall. Can he get the victory? 1. And a very quick kick out at 1 by the final boss. As now the final boss going to go ahead and take some big damage right here to the neck, shoulder of, well, himself. John Cena now slamming him down, looking to climb the middle ropes. He's going to look to fly right here, looking for a splash. Nobody home, as the final boss is able to move out of the way. And now what is The Rock looking to do? Was potentially looking to use the ropes. A little too hesitant, now allowing John Cena to be able to get back on the attack. Oh, this may be bad. Big slam down by The Rock. The final boss is now going to put away John Cena. No! John Cena is still in this. But The Rock is not finished. John Cena stumbling, wumbling, and now looking. Oh no! John Cena able to counter. The Rock was looking for the finisher, but instead it is John Cena who is back on the attack. John Cena with a big elbow straight to the head of the final boss. Is now John Cena charges up a finisher, looking to put this match to end, looking for the AA. Big damage. Is this enough to beat the final boss? Still, but oh no. able to kick out at 2.9. This match continues as John Cena now off of the middle ropes with a big, what do you even call that? Shoulder check? I don't even know what you call that move to be. My brain is being fried right now, trying to delete memories to remember this incredible memory. The final boss versus John Cena as the final boss is picked up and sent straight into the turnbuckle. John Cena now climbs the middle ropes, looking to make a big impact, big splash. Is able to do so this time, as now he's charging up, wanting to put another AA onto the final boss. Please tell me that is it. 1, 2, no, a kick out by the final boss, who is somehow still in this. But fortunately for us, fortunately for the fans, oh, never mind. I was about to say John Cena is the man in control, but now The Rock, the final boss, trying to switch things around. Big back breaker, excuse me. As John Cena now going to be able to escape the hold of The Rock, able to counter. And now John Cena charging up. What is he looking to do? John Cena, The Rock returning the favor, catching and smacking him now. John Cena still able to go ahead and counter. Is he now able to put The Rock down? John Cena awaits The Rock, who's slowly getting up. John Cena looking to send The Rock over the top ropes. Instead, he is countered. The final boss now on the outside of the ring, trying to do some damage. Quickly countered by John Cena. As The Rock now looking for the DDT, he is able to make some contact. Referee's count now getting to 2. Slowly but surely, these guys need to get back inside of the ring. We want to declare a true winner by pinfall. The final boss looking to fly. Big contact. A huge splash onto the body of John Cena. As now the ref's count has been reset, but John Cena may be out cold. The Rock awaiting John Cena inside of the ring. And now The Rock quickly going to hop outside. That may have been a mistake, because he is sent straight into the turnbuckle. And now it is John Cena who is inside of the ring. It is The Rock who is knocked outside. I would say cold, but now he is getting up. The referee's count gets to 5. The Rock's going to definitely be able to make it back in time, as John Cena now looking to go ahead and send The Rock straight into the turnbuckle. Is able to get that done. Now climbing the middle ropes. Wants to go ahead and fly. Able to make a nice little bit of impact right here onto the final boss. John Cena decides off the middle rope is not enough. He wants to do more. Big elbow onto The Rock. And now John Cena wants to go ahead and put an end to this match once and for all, in order to gain his soul back, in order to keep his 17th World Championship, and in order to be able to crown himself the new People's Champion. John Cena wants to get it done. Big clothesline, sending The Rock over the top ropes. John Cena not finished. He wants to look to fly, looking to make an impact. But The Rock able to move out of the way. Maybe John Cena taking a little too much. Should have looked for the pinfall, and now instead The Rock is going to look for the submission. I don't believe The Rock can win the match outside of the ring, but nevertheless, this is some big damage that John Cena is taking. Not for long as John Cena able to counter right here. The Rock now going to go ahead and be sent back inside. Oh no, straight into the apron. John Cena heads inside the ring. Referee's count gets to 5. Hold on, is John Cena going to be able to win by count out? No, The Rock quickly gets in, however, quickly met by John Cena, who sends him straight into the turnbuckle. John Cena looking to go ahead and give him one last AA, a third one, and looking for the pinfall. Finish your story. Oh, John Cena has done it. He is not only the undisputed WWE champion, he is now your People's Champion, and his soul has returned. The John Cena we all know and love has returned. Thank you to Uncle Howdy. Thank you to Mr. R-Truth. But it was also a bit of John Cena who fought hard in this match in order to truly gain it back in here tonight. He puts the final boss away in the main event. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you guys tomorrow night for the women's only PLE Evolution.